Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I have a special message for everyone who came across this video. So much is shifting in your life, right? Maybe you can notice that your approach to how you're seeing your life, or how you choose to observe your life, or how you choose to experience your life is changing because your soul is evolving. You are opening your mind and your heart, and therefore things are shifting in your life. So many things are changing. And what I want to remind you is to embrace the uncertainty. When nothing is certain, anything is possible, and that's what we need to remind ourselves, because often we may fall into fear when things feel uncertain. But we always have two different approaches when it comes to uncertainty. And however we choose to see things, that's how the things appear to us. So one is out of fear. We see that everything is uncertain. For example, we look into the future right now as many things are changing on the world. We look into the future and we see that it is truly uncertain. The financial systems are changing, the health systems are changing, people are changing, our friends are changing, our family is changing, and so many things are uncertain right now. So it's easy to fall into fear state, right? But there's another state which is the most similar to fear, which is excitement. From neuroscience, it is known that fear and excitement are one and the same state in the body. Just that fear is triggering negative thoughts and excitement is triggering the positive thoughts, but the chemistry that the brain is producing for fear or excitement is the same. That's why also excitement feels like stress, just that we are looking forward with a positive perspective for what is coming. So when we are afraid of something, the best shift we can do is to train ourselves to think, to become excited for what is coming. And in order to do that, we need to have a greater vision which will inspire us to be excited for something, because you've most probably heard how powerful your visualization can be. Because I can tell you about my life. I can tell you that whatever I was visualizing 5 or 4 years ago happened. Not all the things, but the things which were the most important to me. Like, for example, having that YouTube channel, making a living out of doing art and out of what I love to do, people I have in my life. I was visualizing having the most loving relationships, the most honest relationships, and I was visualizing that everywhere I go I will meet honest and kind people, and that's what is happening. So I want to remind you to make a shift out of fear to excitement. It will change so much, and that's how we will learn to embrace the uncertainty. When nothing is certain, remember that anything is possible. Truly, anything is possible, because we are actually creating a huge paradigm shift right now. We are going from looking on life as everything is linear to looking on life as everything is infinite. Everything all around us is infinite. And even if it isn't actually infinite, we don't know that. But what we know, that when we change the perspective, or when we change the perception of how we choose to see life, we see more opportunities, we see more possibilities, and we see less roadblocks. We actually choose to see or to look on roadblocks as opportunities to grow and to evolve or to expand ourselves. So that's where we again recognize that when nothing is certain, anything is possible. Because we don't know what will happen, so let's create the best out of it, right? When you don't know what is coming in the future, let's create out the best of what you can from this present moment. So think about who you could become if there would be no fear present in your mind, if there would be no limited beliefs present in your mind, and see how much space there is for improvement or for letting go. Remember, in the previous video I've mentioned to you that beauty is not just planted. You know, beauty will not just grow because you've planted it. You firstly need to declutter the garden so you create space for the beauty. If you want to experience more beauty in your life, you firstly need to declutter your life. You need to declutter your mind. You need to check your emotions. What's happening? Why you're so angry? Why you're so stressed out? Why you're so sad? What is causing those emotions? Pay attention to the cause. It may seem or it may feel complicated, but it's not, because the source is only one. Everything is coming from the one source. All the emotions are coming from the one source. When we are ignoring, for example, firstly we are at peace. Our natural state is being at peace, being in harmony. But then something happens and we experience a certain emotional response as a reaction to what happened. And maybe it can be a bit of a tension, a bit of a sadness, or a bit of a fear. And we suppress it, we ignore it, we distract ourselves, we move on. And more we are ignoring these fears, more the tension is rising until fear will expand into anger. And more we feel angry towards the world, more we start to focusing on the positive, so we would shift the state. But we recognize that even if we force positive thinking, anger is still not disappearing, because that energy is present within your body and you can't just ignore it. So more you're suppressing that anger, stronger it is becoming, until it transforms itself into misery and suddenly you become miserable. Anybody who interacts with you, you react out of anger, you're always in tension, always tied up. And if you're still suppressing that, suddenly that state will transform into depression. And that's where things are really, really out of coherence. But still, all of those different states we are experiencing are coming from that one source. Everything is coming out of peace and harmony, but because we were suppressing and ignoring what we were experiencing, we got ourselves completely out of balance, out of harmony, and now we need to deal with what is present within our body so we can release the tension once again and we get back into harmony. That's where we can again start to look on life out of excitement, not out of fear. It's not actually your fault that you're experiencing life that way. You know, as we were little, we were observing our environment and how people around us were reacting and responding to the world. We've adopted their thoughts, their beliefs, their perceptions, their behaviors, and that's what made us. And as we are getting older, we're just becoming better at what is the most familiar to us. And in order to shift that, we firstly need to become aware of ourselves and we need to recognize what is happening within our bodies. That's why in the previous videos I was talking a lot about listening your body, listening your emotions, paying attention to yourself, because we've been so programmed to pay attention to everything around us, but not so often we truly pay attention to what we sense, what we feel. And I always say to you, more you pay attention to your emotions, more you're releasing its tension. And then I see so many comments where people are writing, you know, I truly took time. I focused on my anger, truly how it felt like, how it feels when I'm angry, how it feels when I want to respond out of anger or when I want to react out of anger, how it feels like. And suddenly there's no anger present anymore, because anger can't stand your attention. Why is that? Because your body is angry because you're ignoring it. Once you pay attention to it, it can finally release its tension. It's like you unplug the channel through which you can heal yourself or through which you can cleanse yourself. So you are making that beautiful cleansing. And that's where I want to remind you. once you do that healing, once you go through that process, stop playing so small and take a look at the future dreams you are putting aside. Because of so much tension within your body, you've started looking at life through that truly limited perception. Everything is small, I am small, I am, I can't do anything, I'm stuck, and so on. It's all coming from your emotions. You know how powerful your emotions can be, how powerfully they can control you. But once you start observing them and you see that they are not bad, they're not negative, there's nothing wrong with you, you're just moving through life and you were ignoring what's happening because you were trained to do that. And now as you're shifting and your consciousness is evolving, you can't do that anymore. Now you became more kind to yourself, you became more loving to yourself, and you said, well, if I truly love myself enough, I will release what's not serving me anymore. And that's where we start to look into our future from that greater perspective. Stop playing so small and take a look at the future dreams you were putting aside. Remember that what you focus on grows, so pay more attention to who you want to be, and the universe will guide you there. Because this is so powerful, my friends. There was a dream, I'm sure of that. There was a dream in your past where you knew exactly who you want to be, or you knew who you want to become. You had that idea of where you see yourself. What are you doing? How you feel when you're doing that? Maybe as a little kid you said, oh, I want to be an astronaut. Why is that? Because I just want to explore. I just want to be free. So now when you're thinking maybe more, more as an adult, you may say, well, I can't be an astronaut, but you still can be free. And that is your birthright. You still can explore. Even though you will not be an astronaut, you can still explore. Because you are not actually chasing becoming an astronaut, except if that is truly your dream. But you are actually chasing the feelings that the things you would do will provide. So if you're seeking freedom and childlike curiosity, so you can become a great explorer again, that's a beautiful dream, isn't it? And you can get there, but you firstly need to decide, well, this is my dream, and pay more attention to it. What are, maybe right now you can't find the possibilities on that conscious level, how to get there. Maybe right now you can find many people in your environment which it seems like they are blocking you or they are holding you back. But what if those people are actually or those people are actually in your life because the universe is expressing itself through them to you? So you would learn to overcome the challenges. So you would learn to move through anything which is set on your way. What if the universe is actually expressing through people around you? So you would build the strength to find your own voice in your heart and to recognize what is truly important to you. And that you would learn, doesn't matter how hard the situations can be, to always tap into your inner greatness, to always awaken love, to always get deeper into that unconditional love of who you truly are and project it to the world around you. We all know that if everything would be already beautiful all around us, if everything would be already perfect, we would stop evolving, we would stop growing, we would stop expanding, and we would stop loving probably, because there would be no need to do that. That's why things are not as perfect as we would want them to be, so we would learn to become better in the areas or aspects where we need to improve our maybe our behaviors, or to become better humans, or whatever it is. And that's how we are changing and growing and moving forward. So remember, my friends, what you focus on grows. So pay more attention to who you want to become, and the universe will guide you there. When you know what you want, and when you are taking actions in order to make it happen, the whole universe conspires to make things happen for you. So you see, everything is happening effortlessly once we pay more attention to what is truly important to us, and less to what we can't change, less to what we can't control. There's so many things we can change. For example, we can change our dreams, we can change our mindset, we can change the way we think, we can change our perception, we can change our emotional state as we do that internal healing, we can change our behaviors, we can change a bit of our environment by cleaning maybe the room where you are or your home, and you take care of the things around your home and so on. But we can't change how people think about us. We can't change how people are treating us, or we can't control that. And we can't change, what the governments will do, what will happen in different aspects of life. So we need to learn to start paying more attention to what is in our power and what is not in our power. So we stop wasting energy for the things we can't control, or for the things we can't change. Eventually we will recognize that when we are changing ourselves, also people are changing their relationships with us, or better said, the relationships in our lives are changing. Some people are just disappearing, and new people are coming into our lives. And that's the decluttering that is happening. Like, the universe is helping you to make that great declutter for your life, so you can live your life in that greater fulfillment, in the greater harmony. So it is always happening for you, but sometimes it feels that it is happening just to you. And your perception about it may change a lot how you feel about what is happening. So once again, so much is shifting for you. Embrace the uncertainty. When nothing is certain, anything is possible. So stop playing so small and take a look at the future dreams you were putting aside. Because once you awaken them, once again, what you focus on grows. So pay more attention to who you want to be, and the universe will guide you there. So my friends, this is it for today. I'm sending you all lots of love, blessings and power. Have a beautiful day. Until next time, one love.